I have been to the 2025 Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. In fact, I just got back, and here's all the stuff I bought while I was out there. Yeah, I went a little nuts, but I'd never been before, and it was like a kid in a candy store, let me tell you. This is going to be an unboxing video. Well, hello Rockhounds, Lapidary lovers, Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you've been watching my videos at all, you know that I have been to the 2025 Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. In fact, I just got back a little while ago. And here's all the stuff I bought while I was out there. Yeah, I went a little nuts, but hey, I was driving, so I could bring a bunch of stuff back. And I'd never been before. And it was like a kid in a candy store, let me tell you. So I kind of spent every spare nickel I had on rocks and other stuff. So this is going to be an unboxing video. We're going to open up all these boxes and bags and take a look at all the stuff I bought. And we'll talk about my plans for it as I unbox it. So I think we'll start with the bags, just because they're simple, and I'll move the boxes out of the way and reposition the camera, and we'll get a good look at the stuff I bought here. All right, so this should be fun for me, too, because I bought so much over the course of the 4 days I was out there that even I don't remember everything I bought. So this is going to be like a little bit of a scavenger hunt for me, too, as we open these bags and boxes and see what's inside. Let's start with this one here. Oh, I recognize this stuff. This is some crazy lace agate that I bought from, I think the name of the place was El Paso Rocks or El Paso Rocks and Minerals. Bought it at the Motel 6 show. So yeah, that was a great, you know, Motel 6, it sounds cheap. It sounds unappealing. I'll tell you what, it's probably second best show I went to the whole time I was out there. It's immense. It's not just at the Motel 6. It's for like blocks around Motel 6. It's just sort of centered on Motel 6. Everybody's selling out of their motel rooms. Everybody's selling out of their patios. There's tents and pavilions set up everywhere. And there's some really good stuff there, including rough rock, which is one thing I was mainly looking for on this trip was some rough rock. And yeah, so I think I got some nice crazy lace here. Big stuff for cutting, I think. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. And yeah, this is some pretty stuff here. Oh yeah, look at the patterns, colors. That's going to be amazing when I cut into this stuff, I think. Yeah, for sure. So that's really cool. And also about the Motel 6 show, it had the least expensive rough rock of any of the other shows I went to. I mean, I got these 3 massive pieces of crazy lace agate, $20. $20. I didn't even have to negotiate with the guy. I was expected to pay 3 times as much at least. I was expected to pay like $20 a rock, which is what I was seeing at other shows. He weighed him up and said $20. I said, oh, here's your $20. Thank you. Let me get out of here before you change your mind. That's a good deal. Okay. So you'll see this stuff getting cut in future videos. And I think it's going to be some really pretty rock there. I think it's really going to be some really pretty cuts and maybe get some nice cabs out of it. All right, let me clear this off and we'll look at what's next. Okay, let's have a look at what's in this other bag. Oh, we got bags within bags. Okay, so this is going to be some slabs I bought. Ooh, I can't remember the name of the company that was set up. This was at Keno show. Just as I was leaving Keno, I saw this company that had some slabs over there, and I had to look at them because, well, I like slabs. They're really pretty. And I'll see if I can find their card, and if I can remember, I'll put the link to their name of their company in this video. But In fact, I'll try to remember to do that for every place I bought stuff. Okay, so I don't have to keep repeating it. But anyway, I saw these slabs. They had them in water, which is nice because when they're wet, they're really, really pretty. Oh yes, they are. Um, some crazy lace, couple of different kinds of agates. I have no idea what that is, but you can see how translucent it is in areas. This one here, same thing, kind of translucent. Somebody already has a cab shape drawn on it. And, you know, I'm going to try and cut that out exactly as it's drawn because I think that's going to make a beautiful cab. Again, this one here, you can see the translucency to it. This is like some sort of a plume or moss agate here. Just absolutely gorgeous patterns to it. Yeah, that's cool. You know, and I got them fairly cheap too, so I'm happy about that. So there's more slabs in one of these boxes too, because I bought a lot of slabs. So we'll discover those as we go. Okay, so let me get these out of the way, and we'll take a look at what else is in this big white bag. Yeah, we're kind of going in reverse order here. Um, this is stuff I bought on the way out of the Kino show. Kino is a huge show, okay? It's just gigantic, and it takes you all day to go through it, and I guarantee you won't see it all. It might take you 2, 3, 4 days to see all of it. I didn't have that much time. There were a couple other shows I wanted to go to. So I spent like 7 hours looking around. Went back to the booths where I saw stuff I liked, and I bought some stuff on the way out. And then when I was actually decided I was done and ready to leave, I walked through areas I hadn't been through before and saw stuff I hadn't seen before, and I had to keep stopping and buying more stuff. And this is another one of the things I bought as I was leaving the show. I'm like, oh, how did I miss this before? Well, because it's so darn big, you can't see it all. So this is some crazy lace agate for tumbling. They had a whole barrel of it out there, a whole 55-gallon barrel. And I just like, well, tumbling size? Sure. Some of them are actually going to be cutters, I think, too. Some of the bigger ones got a heck of a seam of crazy lace in that one. But a lot of these, I think, we're just going to tumble and see how they turn out. I think they're going to be amazing. I mean, look at the patterns. Look at the patterns. I hope you can see that. Zoom in a little more. But yeah, this is some amazingly pretty stuff. Again, pretty darn cheap. You know, pretty darn cheap. And I saw it and I'm like, okay, I can't leave the show without getting some of this stuff. I mean, that's going to be amazing once it's tumbled. That piece right there, that's just going to be gorgeous. So I actually have the paperwork from these people. MP Products. Okay, it's Laguna Lace. Laguna Lace. Sorry. So, but yeah, this is going to be some really pretty stuff once it's tumbled. So I can't wait to get this in my tumblers. And I may set aside, like I said, a few of these bigger pieces to cut. I mean, the pattern in that is amazing. I may be able to get a few cuts out of that. Maybe get some cabs. But yeah, most of this I think is just going to get tumbled, which is going to turn out amazing. All right, so let me clear this off and we'll start opening boxes. Okay, let's start opening boxes. We'll start with this big, heavy one. I remember carrying this back about half a mile to my truck after I bought it. Now, again, I can't remember the name of the company I got all this stuff from, but I think they included paperwork and possibly a catalog in here. So, yes, there's a catalog. That Gem Center USA Inc. Wholesale. Although they do a lot of retail, too. They sold me all this stuff on a retail basis, so that's great. Yeah, Gem Center US. I spent $220 there. So I went a little nuts, like I said, but hey, it's only once a year. Never been before, so why not? So what we got here is a bag of miscellaneous rough rock. I see a lot of agate in there. A whole lot of agate. All kinds of different types of agates. Anyway, miscellaneous rough rock for tumbling. That's about a 20-pound bag. I think I paid $35 for this. So there's a lot of, oh yeah, I see some nice lace agate in here. I see some agate with banding. I see some clear stuff. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of good stuff. So this is all going to get tumbled. So that's great. Ugh. That's a heavy bag. Whole box is heavy. Okay, so there's a couple geodes. I got a couple of geodes from Mexican geodes. This one and a double bubble. This was pretty heavy. It may be solid, but who knows? Maybe it's pretty on the inside. This one, I don't know. It might have a hollow in it. It doesn't feel, you know, for its size, it doesn't feel heavy enough. In fact, I think this one's heavier than this one. So maybe there'll be something good inside. We'll cut this eventually and have a look. I'll cut right through both bubbles and we'll see what we got inside. The last double bubble I cut was amazing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get that way again. So we got some big rocks in here for cutting. I think they called this Red Canyon Jasper. You look at the patterns in that. Let me zoom in on this so you can see a little better. Yeah, check that out. Is that nice or what? That is some beautiful stuff. Yeah. Just absolutely amazing. All right. So can't wait to get to slicing and dicing this and see what comes off the saw. I got some Agua Nueva agate here. Very, very, very pretty. And I think this is the most expensive rock I bought from them. The Agua Nueva was pretty pricey. I think this stuff was like $35 a pound. So I only got the one rock, but wow, is this going to make some pretty slabs and hopefully some pretty cabs. That is just amazing stuff in there. So, yeah, I bought as much as my budget will allow, but this is some really pretty stuff. Let's see. What else is down in the box? Here's another piece of that Red Canyon Jasper. Yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous. I'm hoping to get some really nice slabs out of that. We'll see. And what do we got left in the box here? Another big slab. Some more lace agate. I do believe this is Mexican crazy lace. Yeah. Again, I bought it with the intention of cutting it, slabbing it. It's got some really pretty patterns in it. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun to cut and give us some nice slabs for cabbing, I think. So anyway, that's everything I got from Gem Center USA. $220 worth. And I think it's a bargain. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Did I overpay or was it a bargain? All right. Let me clean up the desktop here and we will have a look inside one of the other boxes. All right, let's have a look inside this box. I have no clue what's in here. I just don't remember. It's going to be a surprise for both of us. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so here's the stuff I picked up at the Tucson Gem Show. Tucson Show Guide, Tucson Easy Guide, the official Tucson Show Guide, another catalog from Gem Center USA Inc. And what was this one? The Mineral City Show. I did not film the Mineral City Show. I probably should have. The Mineral City Show is a really, really high-end event, okay? This is where they're selling the stuff where if you have to ask, you can't afford it, all right? And all the showrooms, they have fancy plush chairs in them for the customers to sit in, and they'll bring you a nice cup of coffee while you negotiate price on stuff that's going to cost you tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay? So, yeah, I walked around in it a little bit, but I did not film too much. In fact, I kept my elbows tight in so I didn't knock anything over that was going to cost $100,000 because I could not afford that. But there were some really amazing specimens at Mineral City. And next time I am in Tucson for the show, I may film a little bit in Mineral City just so you can see what I mean. But this is the really high-end stuff. So, and the really, really, really expensive stuff too. I mean, you can spend as much on a crystal there as you would spend on a car or even a house. You know, the sky's the limit on how much you want to spend there. So, yeah. So I got a catalog for it anyway. This. All right, let's have a look at some of the stuff I bought here. See what's in here. Ah, we've got more slabs. Let me set this box aside, and we'll take a look at these slabs. I remember these slabs. These are the first thing I bought at the Keno show. I decided I wasn't going to be real quick to spend my money. I was going to walk around and look at things and then go back to, you know, the booths where I saw stuff that interested me. I'll tell you what. When I got to the booth where they had these slabs, it's like, oh, put the brakes on. I looked at the prices and I said, okay, this is where I'm going to start spending my money, right here. I'm not even going to walk away and come back. I mean, Keno's so big. What are the odds I'd find the place again? So I'm like, okay, we're going to start spending money right here because this is some good looking stuff and the price is right. So let me wet this stuff down. Yeah, I've got a lot of slabs here that I think will produce a lot of really pretty cabs. Just, I mean, look at this tiger iron. Holy cow. Tiger iron. Now these slabs are $10 each, or I think it was 5 for 40, I think. Now these are the big ones. The smaller slabs were $5 each, or 5 for 20. So, you know, look at this wavy tiger eye. Look at that. How pretty that is. $5. Actually, I bought enough that I got the price break, so they're not even $5 a piece. Some more tiger eye over here. Look at that. Look at that. Some really pretty agate here. This one, again, somebody's already drawn a cab shape on it. All I got to do is cut it out and finish it. Look at the plumy, mossy goodness in this thing. I hope it's showing up. My goodness. You know, I got that for less than $10. I can get several cabs out of that. Got some lysite agate here. Some, I don't know what kind of agate, but it's pretty. Oh, there it is right on the back. Agate Creek agate. Okay. This looks like, I don't know, green tree agate maybe? Green moss agate? But they're all really pretty. They're all really inexpensive. I won't have to worry too much if I ruin them while I'm practicing my cabbing because I got them so cheap. But if the cabs turn out great, well, hey, this is some beautiful material here. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So I can't wait to start working with this stuff. All right, let me put this stuff away and we'll take a look at what else is in this box. There's a lot of other stuff in this box. All right, let's pull another bag out of this box and have a look at it. Let's see here. Oh, I remember where I got this stuff. You know, I was talking about the Mineral City show where I didn't do any filming and I didn't buy anything because the prices were way out of my price range. But right across the street from the Mineral City show was the Rock Yard. And the Rock Yard is a place that I've been wanting to visit anyway. It looks like they had really good deals on rough rock. So I stopped in there, and sure enough, found drums and drums of Malawi agate. Yeah, we'll take a look at some of this stuff. I'll wet it down. And I wanted some Malawi agate, and well, there it was. So we got ourselves some Malawi agate here. And there's also something called Berber agate, which looks kind of interesting. So I got a couple pieces of Berber agate too in here. I hope I can tell them apart. But yeah, I think that's Berber. I think that's Berber. And I think the rest of this is Malawi. So most of these Malawis, I'm probably going to cut and tumble. Just going to expose the inner agate goodness and then just tumble them. And I think they're going to turn out absolutely gorgeous. Um, they've got some interesting colors inside, a lot of pinks, a lot of purples, a lot of reds. Actually, that might be Berber there too. Yeah, this I might have 3 pieces of Berber. And so yeah, that's my plan with this stuff. The Berber also, I'm going to have to cut it to expose the beautiful insides. This one here has some amazingly tight bands in it. It's probably not showing up on the video, but just amazingly tight bands in it. I'm hoping that this one's going to have some parallax, maybe even show some iris. That would be nice. So yeah, I'm going to have to take a few thin slices off of this one and see, because the bands are just so super tight in there from what I can see from this broken face. So anyway, yeah, so this is the stuff I got at the rock shed. Didn't buy too much there. It was a long walk back to where I was parked, and I didn't want to buy a ton of rock. Plus, it was one of the last places I visited, and I was running out of money, to be frankly honest. So I just bought a little bit, but I think I got some really good stuff here, and we will see in future videos how it turns out. We'll do some cutting, we'll do some tumbling, and we'll see what we get. All right, let me clean this up, and we'll pull something else out of the box. Okay, we got a little bag here with some rutilated quartz in it. Now, this I found back at the Motel 6 show. And I didn't buy too much of it because this stuff's priced by the gram. Yeah, this is $1 a gram for this stuff. But it is amazingly beautiful. I might have to I'll give you a close-up look at this with the macro on my phone, because the Nikon here is not doing it justice. But this is amazingly beautiful stuff. And even at $1 a gram, I think I got a good deal on it. Yeah, so here's the rutilated quartz I got at the Motel 6 show. Just absolutely phenomenally beautiful stuff. I think so. What I'm going to do with it, I am not 100% certain. I might try to polish a face or two on them so that the rutile crystals inside are easier to see, and then just display them on some sort of mount. I don't think I'm going to try and tumble them, which is a possibility, but I know this is going to be fairly soft, and I'm going to lose a lot of rock before they're smoothed out, so I'm not sure I want to tumble them. I think I'm just, like I said, going to try and polish a couple of faces so you can see the beautiful rutile crystals inside, and then display them somehow. But yeah, this is beautiful. I actually put another piece in my basket, but after he weighed it all up, I had to take one out because it was just too expensive at $1 a gram. But it's really pretty stuff. What's funny is, just across the way from the guy selling this rutilated quartz at the Motel 6 show was a lady with gigantic rutilated quartz crystals. You know, her price was better. She was selling it by the kilo, but it was still coming out to be a couple of $1,000s plus. So it's like, yeah, okay, I think I've got enough rutilated quartz. All right, let's pull something else out of the box over here and have a look. Okay, so this bag is the last thing in the box. We're getting down to the bottom. So here's the cards of the people I dealt with and some paperwork here. So I'll be able to go back in this video and put the names of the companies that I dealt with for different rocks in, you know, where I couldn't remember what it was. So I will do that. So by the time you watch this video, that should all be in there. So this is stuff I got from Baya Gems. And they specialize in Moroccan agate and Moroccan jasper. And I got to tell you, it was the most amazing stuff I have ever seen at the Kino show there. They're polished, they're cut and polished Moroccan agates were to die for. And they went for to die for prices too, let me tell you. But they sold rough rock too. So I'm like, well, I can't afford you to die for polished agates, but maybe I can afford some of the rough rock that they came from. So yeah, let me pull this out and get it wet, and we'll take a look at it. And I think you'll be impressed. Now, I did buy one piece that they had already cut but not polished. That's a little more expensive since they'd already done the work of cutting it. But this other stuff, I think you're going to be impressed with it. Let me get it wet down, and I'll zoom in and give you a look at it, because it's really, really pretty. Here we go. Oh, yeah. The colors, the bands, it's just absolutely nuts. I mean, yeah, this one I bought with it that had already been cut. That's gonna polish up amazing. I just need to face polish that, and this becomes a $200 or $300 agate. Believe it or not. Okay. I mean, and look at the bands and the colors in this stuff. Just crazy. I wish I could have bought more of it, but it was $30 a kilo. $30 a kilo, so not quite $15 a pound. So, yeah, it's pricey. But I think this is going to be some really, really beautiful stuff. I mean, here's some pictures of some of their agates, and these aren't, I think, even the really good ones they had on display out there with price tags that had a lot of zeros on them. So I'm hoping to get some that good out of these. Yes, I'm really hoping so. All right, so that's the end of this box. One more box to go. All right, final box, and I have no clue. It's been the better part of a week since I packed these up. Spent 4 days driving home. Did some other stuff along the way, so it's going to be as big a surprise for me as it is for you, whatever is in this box. Okay, I recognize the black bags, though, so I think, yeah, this is more stuff that I bought at the Motel 6 show. So I just showed you Moroccan agates that I got at Kino, okay? Yeah. Well, so I got to the Motel 6 show, and there's a guy selling agates. Some of them Moroccan, some of them I think Mexican, but all of them beautiful. I think that's a Moroccan agate right there. And his prices were a fraction of what they were charging at Kino. So I loaded up. In fact, he was trying to sell me wholesale lots for not much at all. He wanted me to just buy out his whole agate flats for $5 a pound, which I would have loved to do looking at the stuff. But even at $5 a pound, I mean, there must have been 1,000 agates there, or 1,000 pounds of agates there. I couldn't do it. But he let me pick through it and gave me a really good price, which I even haggled him down a little bit more on, and came away with this stuff, which I think is just amazing. And I think this stuff's going to cut and make some really amazing slabs and cabs. Yeah. I mean, hey, look at this little piece. He kind of threw that one in for free. That was nice of him. But look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. This thing over here has got some crazy lace going on in it. This one over here has got some amazing bands. Yeah. This one, look at the color. The color. The green in this agate is amazing. That's a color you don't see a whole lot of in agates. That's crazy. This one over here is all plumy. Wow. And it looks like it's got some bands too. This one's all plumy. This one's got some great bands in it. And look at that window right there. Check that out. Yeah. So this is some really good stuff. I think I got it at a really good price. And I'll tell you what. I said it in the video I shot of the Motel 6 show. I'm going there first next year. and loading up on Rough Rock cheap before I go to the other shows, because I think I could have got my Rough Rock a whole lot cheaper at the Motel 6 show than I did at Keno, and certainly cheaper than any of the other shows I visited. Keno would have probably been second best. But you know what? I only went to like 5 or 6 different shows, and there's dozens and dozens of them going on the whole time. There might have been other venues even better for Rough Rock. I just didn't get to them because I didn't have the time. If you know of a good venue for Rough Rock at Tucson, leave a comment and let me know. So next year when I go, I'll put that on my priority list to visit. But anyway, yeah, I think I got a good deal on this stuff at the Motel 6 show. It's really pretty. I would have bought more, but I was out of money by then. Plus, I had to carry all this stuff blocks and blocks back to my motel room. So I didn't want to load myself down too much. But yeah, this is some good stuff. It's got some nice sea maggot in it. That's going to make some nice slabs. I'm just as happy as can be with the stuff I got at the Tucson show this year. I'm as happy as I could be that I was able to go this year. My plan was to go last year, but I was really, really sick, and traveling was not a good idea. So, but I got to go this year, and I brought back some good stuff, and man, am I happy with it. And I think it's going to make, some good future videos where we slab and cab and tumble this stuff. So subscribe to see those future videos. If you guys are happy with this video, as happy as I am, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in those future videos. Thanks a lot for watching this one. Bye.